switch over. Hello. How's everybody doing? It's Friday night.
Friday.
We love a Friday. Do you have a beverage?
I don't, because I scrambled so much to get ready.
You can go get a beverage if you want a beverage.
I kind of do want to go get a beverage. I will go in a couple minutes.
Okay. Well, welcome everyone. We are jumping back into Professor Layton. I have no real concept how far we are into this.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't
like. Where is it gonna go? What is happening?
I don't know. It's yeah, it's interesting. We'll see. We'll see. Also, something fun that happened today. I had a work meeting where I had to be on camera. And I answered the call, joined the meeting, with my setup that I have here, which they've seen before, like my headphones and my microphone. But they've never really commented on it before. And they were like, oh, Hannah, you look like you are starting a podcast. Do you have a podcast? And I said, maybe.
Maybe.
But I didn't really want to elaborate.
Yeah.
And they didn't pressure. They didn't push. And then the call ended. And maybe 5 minutes after the call ended, my boss sent me a link to our podcast and was like, is this you?
My gosh, really?
She immediately went looking for it. So
that's
she
awesome, actually.
called my bluff on my maybe really quickly, which I thought was funny. But anyhow,
and then she found it.
Yeah, she found it. And then it, it credited Kendall for editing it and for the music, and so she was like, "That was how I, for sure, confirmed it." Yeah. So that's fun.
Yeah, that's so cool. I hope she listens and enjoys it.
Yeah, she said she listens to a bunch of podcasts, like true crime sort of podcasts. And she was like, I don't necessarily she listens to other stuff too, she said, but I was like, well, we specifically decided to stay away from true crime, but I still hope you enjoy it. She actually asked, she was like, can I listen or is that too weird? I was like, I don't care.
Please listen and tell other people to listen.
Yeah, I was like, absolutely, go for it. So anyhow, I just thought that was funny and I wanted to tell Lauren about it, but
very sweet.
Yeah, so we're gonna jump back into this. It usually gives us a little recap when we do that, so
yeah,
we'll jump back in. But essentially we're investigating a village and looking into there's this family heirloom, the golden it's an apple, right? Apple? I think it's an apple that supposedly holds the key to this family's whole fortune.
Right. And then there's a murder.
Right, yeah. And then we got here and a member of said family got murdered and people are getting kidnapped and
body swapped or something.
Yeah, showing up the next day acting totally fine with no memory of it. I don't know what's happening. Right. And then in the meantime, we solve puzzles all the time for really any reason that they can think of to give us a puzzle. So
wasn't there something else too that happened? And we were like, how many plots does it have?
I don't know. There was something with the detective. There's a police detective that's in the village to solve the murder, and he's been really mean and gruff. And then we saw a newspaper article that indicated that he's a really nice family man, which means he's a different personality. So I don't know if
Same with the wife.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the wife is a body double as well because it looks just like his ex-wife who died. It's all very strange. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I forgot I have to click. I always expect that screen to just continue. This lady's nose. I cannot. The professor and Luke continue their investigation around St. Mystere for the golden apple. Conversations with the Baron's associates led the pair to the grave of the Baron's former wife. In addition, the two recover a part of Baron Reinhold's personal journal. Regardless of this, Luke and Layton are no closer to understanding just what the Golden Apple is. The menacing tower at the edge of St. Mystere has roused the professor's suspicions. Eager to investigate further, Luke and Layton head in its direction. I really appreciate that. Like, not every game does that.
It seems ahead of its time.
Very. And it doesn't matter if you save at a save point or if you can save wherever you want. It still does that, and it's so handy dandy. Nothing good can be said about that tower. I heard it's all sorts of scary. You should stay away. Yep. Okay, small child. Do not be alarmed by my piercing gaze. This is for research purposes only. It is Angus. I cannot, like, disassociate that child with Angus MacDonald. Just reminds me so much of him. Find a path to the tower. I guess let's try and go back this way, maybe? Talk to people on the way?
Yeah.
There sure don't seem to be a lot of animals around town. You're quite the animal lover, aren't you, Luke? Now come along, we don't have time to sit here and play around. I feel like we've talked to a lot of these people, but I can't
remember either.
Adria's really nice, but she comes up with some tough puzzles. Okay. You two are certainly crazy about puzzles, aren't you? Well, I've got a whopper of a puzzle for you. Here we go. Didn't take long. Find the pentagons. A number of 5-sided shapes are hidden within the picture below. How many can you find? Answer when you think you found every hidden shape.
Sided.
5-sided shapes.
What?
I think so, like...
Just how many shapes can we find?
How many 5-sided shapes?
Oh, so like houses, kind of.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so there's at least 4 of those.
4, right.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 4 of those. That's 8. One, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that won't work. Is that it? That can't be it. I always feel like the first conclusion we come to can't be. Cannot be.
Or sometimes it's just as simple as we think it is.
That one's 5. No, that's 6, huh?
It's 6.
Maybe it is 8? Can you come up with another one?
No.
I draw my 8s like 2 separate circles, so I was like, oh, right, I can't pick my pencil up.
Oh, okay.
I knew there was no way. Well, we know there are the 8 we found for sure. It's not like it's less.
Is there a way to get that second, like, way to get that shape more than 4 times?
Which shape? Which one?
Not the house, but the like big one. Yeah.
The big
like
house?
That. Yeah. Can you do that more than 4 times?
I don't think so.
No, okay. You could like that. 1, 2. You could like that. So then you could do that with both triangles. So that's an extra 8.
That's an extra at least 4. How are you seeing 8?
So like if you kept the 2 sides, like the left side and the bottom side, full length, you could move it to the other triangle. Oh, no, you wouldn't be able to. Then it would be the bottom and the right.
Yeah, it's like this.
Yeah.
And then you just take turns cutting off each triangle. So that's 4 more.
Okay, yeah.
Which makes 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the same thing. 1, 2, 3. That will just give us the house. 3. And that's 6.
Y'all can hear me crunching. I'm sorry.
I could not hear you crunching. We did it.
Yay!
Okay, what cunning lads you two are. I hope you'll stop by and solve puzzles with me again sometime. We shall try. Alright. Let's just keep walking, I think. Aha. Somewhere new.
The artwork for this game is so cozy.
It really is. There's a hidden puzzle here. Number 119. Red and blue 1. The box below holds blue and red balls. As you can see, the color of the balls and the color of their respective areas don't match. Slide the balls around the box so that red balls are in the red area and blue balls are in the blue area.
This is a Nancy Drew puzzle.
Yes, it is. Well, I mean, I think that's your first step for most of them. I think you just need to do it again.
Are you gonna get the ones in the very top? Nice.
Got it. I'm sure you can do it in less things, but I don't really care about the number. Nailed it.
Nice.
If I had finished that and then it was like, you did it wrong. No. 30 moves. I did like 20 more than that.
It also counted it as a move when you like accidentally clicked off of it and had to
Right,
scoot it
yeah.
over more. So.
Okay, so we can't go. All right, let's just keep going forward. Oh, what's that on the ground? It appears to be a scrap of paper. Can you please read what's written on it, Luke? Leave it to me, Professor. The boss hasn't been himself since Lady Violet's passing, and he shows no signs of recovering. That's why I've decided I'll make one as a tribute to Lady Violet. I'm sure it will put a smile on his face. Ah, yes, now it makes sense. Could our mystery author be him? I've worked my fingers to the bone trying to cheer up the boss. Looking out over St. Mystere, I can see a thriving, bustling village. With so many villagers to keep him company, maybe he can finally be happy again. That's the end of the page. All right, then. Professor, what's the matter? You look deep in thought. I can't confirm my suspicions at the moment, but I think it's safe to say this goes deeper than we thought. Thank you.
I hate it when characters do that.
I know. Thank you, Kendall. My commands were not working to ban that on my end. Oh me, oh my. It's not every day I see a handsome buck around these parts. You looks are impressive, dearie, but let's see if you got smarts. Try this puzzle on for size. I'd be happy to solve any puzzles you have, madam, but I don't believe we've met before. You are... Yep. You want to know my name, dearie? I'll tell you as soon as you solve this puzzle. All right, then. You've scattered a deck of 52 cards and one joker face down on a table so that you don't know which card is where. Next, you start turning the cards over one by one. Assuming that you can't flip the same card twice, what are the percentage odds that you will turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the joker? I'm real bad at percentages. Okay. You turn over...
So the joker is 1 out of 52.
53.
53, you're right.
So yeah, it would be 1 out of 53. Well, we're trying to... What are the percentage odds you flip over all 4 aces before you flip over the joker?
My God.
So
4 out of 53. Because the odds, though.
would you count the joker because you're trying to see?
You would.
Yeah. Can't flip the same card twice. What are the percentage odds? Turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the joker. Because it would be different odds each time. Instead of 4 out of 53, it would be like 1 out of 53 plus 1 out of 52 plus 1 out of, right? It would go down each time.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean? For a percentage.
I don't know.
I don't even know how to brain in this one. How to brain.
Yeah, I was always my weak spot with math was always percentages.
The person in the drawing looks annoyed about it too.
Yeah, they do. So you can't flip the same card twice. Turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the joker. Let me check something. All right. We're going to halfway cheat on this one.
Okay. I'm about it. I don't have a concept.
Okay. I'm looking at percentage calculators.
Right.
So this is just straight up like a math problem.
Yeah, totally. And if you know how to do the math, I don't. You can do basic math, like 10% and 20%, but like
Sure, like I can calculate percentages, okay?
Yeah.
But like calculating 4 different percentages and then putting them back into the same percentage answer, I don't know.
If that's how you do it. And like what is 1 over 52? What percent is
that? 1 over 52, let me pull up a calculator, is... Okay, sorry. We're still working on this. I don't know why the stream cut to something else. My apologies. It cut to the quick break stream.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I pushed the calculator button and I guess it like commanded the stream to change. I don't know. I haven't. Anywho, weird. We're trying to figure out this problem that we should probably be able to solve.
But the brain.
But it's been a bit since either of us did this. I can't use a numpad. That's what I've discovered. It doesn't like the numpad.
Okay.
0.0. and then so I mean, I've got a number, but it doesn't seem right to me. What are the percentage odds you turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the joker?
I really don't know on this. Maybe do a hint.
I'm going to do this and then I'll do a hint. I don't think this is going to be right, but I have to put the number in that I got. No need to bother with complex calculation.
What? Is this a trick question?
Is it? Let's read it again. You scatter a deck of 52 cards and 1 joker face down on a table so that you don't know which card is where. You start turning the cards over one by one, assuming you can't flip the same card twice. What are the percentage odds that you will turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the joker? 53 cards, 4 aces. Each time you flip a card, the probability of turning over an ace increases, but you really don't need to work out any of that. Think about what you can do to eliminate other variables to consider. Start turning the cards over one by one. But you can't flip the same card twice. So basically, there's a bunch of cards that don't matter what order they come out in.
It's just the joker is 1 in 5. So if you just eliminate all the other cards, then it's not out of 52 anymore. You just need to think about the aces and the joker.
Oh, I see.
It's 20%. Maybe.
It would be that but you have to get all 4. It's 20% that you get all 4 before the joker?
Each of the cards is 20% probability that you'll flip them.
That it'll be right, the first flip.
The first flip.
It's a
and
20.
Then it goes to 25.
So okay, so the first time you have a 20% chance of getting the joker. Okay, let's think about it, because it's not asking us that. It's asking us what the probability of getting an ace is, right?
All 4 aces.
Right, but draw by draw. It's the first draw.
Right.
It's a 80% chance you're gonna get
an ace.
An ace. The next time it's a 75% chance, right?
Yeah, 75%.
And then
66.
1 and 3. And then 50.
Then 50. What does that mean?
Yeah, so like Kendall says it's still 1 out of 5.
So it's just 20?
It seems... What's the probability of flipping the Joker after the other 4 cards?
That's literally the question again. That's not a helpful hint.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so we have... So that's... Okay. Bear with me. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know how to do it.
I also don't know how to do it.
Saying it's just if you flipped them a million times, the Joker would come last 1 out of 5 times, right? I don't think that's right. That the Joker comes last in a shuffle of 5 cards. There's a 1 in 5 that any specific card will be in the last position.
I don't think that's true.
I think, but you're flipping them in sequence, right? So that number changes every time you're flipping them. I'm telling you, fractions are never my...
I guess because the Joker could be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. If you look at it like that, you could flip it over 1, 2, 3, 4, or in the 5th spot, and that would be 20%.
Right, like there is a 20% chance that the Joker's one of those 5 cards and that it comes last. But I think if you're flipping them over one by one, the percentage changes every time. I'll type in that answer, but I don't get it.
Okay.
What does it say to explain it? You have 5 cards to flip, and you need one of those 5 cards to be last. Your answer is 1 out of 5 or 20%. But I don't understand if you're flipping them in a sequence.
I guess you don't look at it each time. You just look at it.
Just the first time?
Yeah.
That still doesn't make sense to me. I'm duh. Okay, that's right. Smarts and looks. Well, that's debatable. You're just the total package, aren't you? I'm Martha, and I just love cards, especially puzzles that use cards. Oh, those are my favorites. I don't think I've mentioned how much I also enjoy the company of handsome gentlemen. All right, ma'am. Professor, don't we have somewhere to be right now? Oh, a window. Look, it's a hidden puzzle. I like how during that whole puzzle, I could hear Kendall furiously typing from the next room.
It would be frustrating to understand something and not have other people understand.
I'm sure. In front of you sits a blank paper cube that you've decided to paint. You need to paint the cube so that all faces that touch are different colors. Using 3 colors of paint, how many ways can you paint the cube so that it satisfies the above condition? Oh my god, okay.
How many ways?
In each painting scheme should be a different pattern, not just the same pattern with the colors rearranged. Assume that you can't leave any of the sides of the square blank.
Goodness gracious.
Okay, I have to read this again.
A lot to keep track of.
Yeah, so we have a blank cube. We have 3 colors of paint. How many ways can you paint the cube so that it satisfies the above condition? All faces that touch are different colors. Can we draw on this? I mean, we can. So, like, this could be red. Oh my god. Red. Blue. Yellow. And then the bottom can't be, it would have to be red.
Red.
This would have to be yellow. This would have to be blue. So it's just the opposite sides.
And that, to be honest, that seems like the only pattern you can make. And it says not just the same pattern, but with the colors rearranged. Because there's only 3 colors.
Yeah, I agree. It seems like the only pattern, unless we're being dumb about that too. Because, like, if we do it that way, the only place that blue can go, it's touching all 4 of these sides, right? So it has to go on the opposite side.
It has to go there. So is the answer 1?
How many ways can you paint the cube so that it satisfies the above condition? Each painting scheme should be a different pattern, not just the same pattern with the colors rearranged.
Because if you rearrange the colors, then it would be 3.
Right, yeah. Hi, Avery. Welcome to the stream.
Avery.
You were commenting on my Instagrams. Well, thank you. Thank you for engaging with my socials. Assume that you can't leave any sides of the square blank. I guess I'm confused by that wording as well, because it seems like there is just one pattern.
Right. Like, is this a trick question?
I do what I can. Well, you're appreciated. I appreciate when they're straightforward like that. I could do that puzzle standing on 1 foot. I think this is a dead end. And this does appear to be the only road, doesn't it? Gosh, that tower looks awfully ominous, doesn't it? It really does.
Yeah.
I like how there's like a vortex around. There's like a storm system around it.
Honestly.
Seeing it up close, I can understand why the villagers are so scared of the place. Let's take a closer look at this wall. There might be more to it than meets the eye. A cutscene.
A cutscene.
Hello? You have a huge head.
Her eyes are so big.
We seek access to the tower. Do you think you could help us, miss?
The tower?
No.
Hey.
Wait!
There is a creepo.
What was that?
What in the world was that about? Huh? Professor, what's this? A Ferris wheel ticket? Very curious indeed. Luke, that girl may have dropped this to tell us where we should head next. Damn, this village is curious. Honestly.
It is wild.
But why would she want to help us? Your guess is as good as mine, Luke. Still, I can't shake the feeling that she's trying to help us. Well, your intuition hasn't ever been wrong. Let's see what we can find around the park's Ferris wheel. Okay. That's right, Layton. Go straight to the park. You've been a thorn in my side for too long. I think it's about time for you to disappear. For good. Oh no!
For good. To go to the place where we look for puzzles that we didn't get.
Yep. We did try to go to the park before, and we weren't able to. Oops. Oh, this time I've really had it. I thought of this great puzzle, but I couldn't find anyone to tell it to. That's the worst. You have at your disposal a large number of tiles like the one shown below. If you were to take these tiles and try to make a square, what is the fewest numbers of tiles you'd need? And make a square. So...
Oh, because it's not. Oh. So it's like the lowest common denominator.
So, I guess. Yeah.
I don't see how the 0.5 inches matters at all.
Well, because if you stacked these up, it would make, it would make a cube, but that would also make a square. I don't. So, if this is 10 inches, in order...
More would be 20 by 12. If we added 2 more, that'd be 20 by 24.
So... Yeah, so if we're making it a flat square, right? So what's the lowest common denominator between 10 and 12? 60?
60. Yep.
So it'd be...
It would have to be 5 on one side and 6 on the other side.
So 30 total. So 29 more tiles if we did it that way.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know if my theory, because like, why would it give you the 0.5 inches unless that was a possibility?
Unless you stacked them, yeah.
So to make that a square,
if you did the 10 inches one, because that seems like it'll, like that side, that it'll make a square faster. Then we need 10 by 10, so
it would be.
You need
19 more.
19 more.
So it's either 29 or 19, I guess. Which one do we want to guess first?
19 seems like the smart kid answer. That's a 4. It's like, oh god, don't do it. Okay.
Wah on that theory. Okay.
It was a nice theory, though.
I don't see why they would give us that dimension.
Right.
If
it didn't matter.
If it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because if the answer's 29, I firmly disagree that we would have made a square with 20.
Right.
What's the fewest number of tiles you'd need?
Oh. Then it's not 19, it's 20.
I guess we were assuming we already have this one tile.
We already have one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you were right.
We just sort of misunderstood the logistics, I guess. Okay, come on. I was all ready to tell you the answer and everything. But no, you had to go and ruin it by answering before I said it was okay, didn't you? Didn't you? Have you ever considered the strong possibility that you might be a jerk? This man needs therapy. He's got some anger issues. Tee hee hee. Who are you looking for this time? Want to rest for a minute and solve this puzzle?
Boy, do we.
Tee hee hee, indeed. Okay. It's only worth 20. 2 corporations have put out help wanted ads. Aside from the information below, the 2 companies' offers are exactly the same. From a purely financial standpoint, which should you work for? Company A will pay you $100,000 a year and give you a $20,000 raise yearly.
What?
What a gig.
This company.
What a gig.
$20,000 yearly?
Oh my god.
Yearly?
Company B will pay you $50,000 every 6 months and give you a $5,000 raise every 6 months. I mean, $50,000 every 6 months is $100,000 a year. And you get a $5,000 raise every 6 months, so you're only getting a $10,000 raise. It seems pretty straightforward.
Right.
100,000 a year, 20,000 yearly, 50 every 6 months, 5,000 every 6 months.
Which is 110.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
20,000 a year is insane. It is insane.
If they said every 3 months.
Why?
I don't get it. I guess choose B and they'll tell us why.
Well, I guess I was thinking of it not as a $20,000 of a raise, but as a bonus. But if you think about it as a raise, so you get $50,000 and then you would get a $5,000 raise. So then you would get $55,000.
But then you'd still only get 5,000. It still seems lower to me.
It seems like after a certain amount of time, this one would be more money. Yeah. But I feel like it would take more time.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Yeah, it's just over time. If you actually calculate things out. Okay. Okay. You did it. I guess I should give you some info as a reward. I mean, I guess.
I guess.
We didn't really earn it. You know Lady Dahlia, right? She's planning to keep the fortune to herself once it's found. And you've been helping her all along. Don't you feel so dumb? Tee.
I mean, isn't it hers?
Yeah, like I thought we were coming here just to solve the mystery, not to get money.
I'm gonna go get a beverage now. I will be back.
Okie dokie. It's beverage time, people. We got a new mint plant today, a pineapple mint to be specific, and we wanted to make cocktails with it. So we made watermelon martinis, and they have, we made them in the blender and then had them over ice. So it's watermelon and vodka and lemon juice and mint all blended together and then served over ice. Does it taste like pineapple and mint? It's so curious. No, it just tastes like mint, but it does have like a little bit of a fruitiness to it. Like it's a sweetness to the mint. It's not as intense as like peppermint or spearmint. It's much more mild, and there is like a sweet, fruity kind of flavor to it, but I don't think it tastes like pineapple. Come on, we've got more. Yeah, it's pretty tasty. Not too bad. I don't want to go into the park without Lauren, so we're gonna wait until she gets back. But yeah, it's a tasty bev. I'm excited to make lots of minty cocktails now. We tried to do we used to have like proper gardens with like vegetables and stuff in them. And I mean, we ate what we made for the most part, but it's really hard because you only get like maybe one, unless you have a big garden, you only get like a harvest of like maybe one or two actual vegetables at a time. So it's hard to like make a meal out of them. So we would kind of just use them for random things. So we have kind of transitioned over to more of the herb garden process. So we've got like dill and cilantro, basil. We have mint now. We
super cute.
Grow green onions. Yeah, I think I want to make like some sort of thing where I can have them in similar sized pots and hang them on the fence or something, you know?
Gosh, that would be so cute.
I think it would be cute. Basil grows like wild. Yeah, we've had to repot our basil already once into a bigger pot because that shit goes crazy. And it flowers like ours right now because it's springtime is trying so hard to like bloom, but if you don't want it to bloom, so we've been like deadheading it and cutting the blooms off, but it's trying so hard to bloom. But yeah, it's very tenacious. Okay. This park has been closed every time we've come by. Why do you suppose that is, Professor? I haven't the foggiest idea. Perhaps we should ask someone at the town hall. Okay.
Okay.
Does the park hold the way into the tower? Search the park grounds to find out. Going on 2 years for ours. Yeah, our basil plant is going strong. Alrighty. What beverage did you get, Lauren? We were talking beverages. That's why we're talking about herbs.
I got a strawberry magic cider boys.
Nice. We haven't been in here in a bit. Is there anything in here? Oh, yeah, there's people.
I'm a cider kind of gal.
You would like the cocktail we made tonight. We made watermelon martinis.
Oh my gosh.
They're very
That
tasty.
sounds great.
They have mint in them, which is why we're talking about herbs. Hey, you two, you guys like chess, right? How about it? Want to sit down for a game?
For real?
Surely not. Avery said, I had lemon basil once and it grew so much my mom got mad and killed it. She got overwhelmed. It can do that. It will like really get out of hand if you don't rein it in. Okay, in chess, the queen can move the full length of the board diagonally, vertically, and horizontally. Yes, if place 4 queens on this 4x4 chessboard. There's a catch though. You must arrange the pieces so there's no... Oh god, it's the same but just on a smaller board. It's the 4 queens problem.
But that should make it easier, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, in theory. Sure. I mean, see, already I'm like, one has to go in this row somewhere, yeah? That almost worked. Because it can't go in any of these. So I think let's try not to use a corner spot if we can avoid it.
Can.
I'm not sure we can.
Yeah.
And then here?
Yes, yeah.
Chess always reminds me of marine biology. Yeah, if that's any indication of what our marine biology education was like. We played a lot of chess.
Oh, I see. I was like, what? You didn't get a marine biology degree.
Nah, in high school. Very nice. You two are no amateurs. I see. Don't worry. Next time I'll have an even harder puzzle for you.
You usually don't play with 4 queens.
Right.
The Nancy puzzle was a lot harder because they had like 8 of them or something.
I think it was still 4, but it was the full chessboard.
Oh.
So it was a lot harder to like eliminate spots. Our marine biology project was sabotaged. So we ended up playing a lot of chess because our experiment was taken away from us. Our subjects were murdered.
Oh my god. You were doing the crabs, right?
Yeah, and our teacher tried to be helpful by he like went out collecting specimens and found a crab and was like, I'll be helpful and put this in their tank and they can study this one too. And then
wow, smart, bro.
All the other it killed all the other crabs.
Yep.
Good day, fellows. Did you ever track down Ramon? Indeed we did. Thank you for your assistance in the matter. Good to hear. Well, since you're here already, why not take a load off and rest for a bit? What's this? Oh my, where did I put that measuring cup? Is something the matter? I have 16 quarts of water that I want to divide into equal portions of 8 quarts apiece. The problem is my measuring cup seems to have grown feet. Can you think of a way I could use these 7 and 9 quart pitchers to divide things up?
I don't know. Use your eyeballs until they're even.
Right, yeah. It's just you want it to be 8, just pour out half of it out. Like you have a 9 quart one, so 8 will for sure fit in that. Okay. All right, let's just start moving stuff around. So we want divide 16 so that the 16 and 9 are holding 8 each. Okay. So we put that in there. That's 9. And then this gives us... If we put this in there, then we've got 7. And then we can do... that's not what I wanted. Just gives us 7 again. No, I wanted this to go in here. And this to go in here. Getting the 14 felt helpful, but if we... need to isolate it down to where we can get it. Oh, 1. Right? Put that in here. We have 7. Pour that in there.
You'd have 6. No, you'd have 7.
We could put 5 in here.
It's a different set of numbers.
Mm-hmm. This has got space for 4. So that would leave. So that would be 9. So we would have 4, 9, 4. No, 4, 9, 3. Right?
Which would just be 7 and 9 again.
Yeah.
You did 7-11. That's. No, you just did that.
I feel like we want this, but we want 4 in here and 5 in here. We did 9. No. If we put this in here, well, we can fix this back. So we have 7 and 9 again. 9 plus 4 is 12, though. No, 9 plus 3 is 12. Sorry. So this will give us 13. Have we had 13 before?
Maybe.
This one is tough.
Yeah.
Avery. She said when I said 9 plus 4 is 12, Avery said, yep. And she said, and that's why I'm a lawyer. I don't know why my brain was like, yep, that's how math works. I had just a little bit of a fart for a second. It's because I've been doing math like over and over again really quickly right here, and my brain just short-circuited. I don't know what this one is. Usually these come together a little bit quicker for me. Like once you start like messing with them, you know, it like becomes obvious faster.
Yeah.
I want... 8. -14 - 9 is 5. And that just gives us the freaking 9 and 7 again.
14 minus 5 is 9. Which is 9 and 7.
Right, and if we like moved the 2 and poured that, if we moved the 2 in here, and if we pour this in there, we'll have 7 and 9. If we put the 2 in here and put this in here, we'll have 2, 7
and
7.
Which is
The same.
9. Ah! If you did...
Go ahead.
If you put the 2 back... I don't know, I can't play it out that far. And then put the 14 and the 9. And then the 9 and the 2. Okay.
This makes 12.
12 and 4. That seems promising.
This is just going to get us... That's the 7 and 9 path. We don't want to do that. Yeah, so we want 12 minus 4, which is 8. So... How do we do it? If we put 7 in here,
you'd have 5, 9, and 4.
Oh yeah. No. 2, right? 592.
Oh yes, right.
We need to get another 4. How do we get another 4 out of this?
I got the first 4 and now my brain is done.
That's 12 seems so promising.
I know. It's an even number.
If we pour it in here, we get 7. Right? If we poured the 12 into this middle one.
Yeah.
This becomes a 7, this becomes 9, this becomes 7. No, this would be 7, 9. Point blank. But then if we would put that in here.
The friggin' 9s and 7s.
I know, it annoys me. If we put this in here, we get 6? Have we had a 6 before?
No.
Did I do that math right? This needs 3 more. So that would give us 6 here. So we would have 3, 6, 7.
Which is... Okay, alright. Try that.
Okay. Okay.
And then
This
7
would,
and 3 is...
that could be 10.
Or 10. 10 and 6.
See?
Interesting. I
See,
can't.
when you add numbers over and over and over again, your brain starts like freestyling. So this would give us 10 if we
10 and 6.
if we did 10 and
that
then put
actually...
this in the 6.
Okay.
I'm scared to do that because I don't remember how we got here. But we can... Okay.
You have to add it that way, though. That's like the only way. So, okay.
This is 7 and 9. Okay.
But, I mean, it's... I mean, that's 7 and 9, too. We could have 3, 9... 5.
5?
4.
4.
I can't look at it anymore.
The 10 seems really promising to me. If we put this in here, this needs 3 more. That means we have 7 and 9. So we can't do that.
You cannot do that.
If we put this in here, we've got 1. So
And then if you did the 9, then it would be 1, 8, and 7. Oh my god, that's it.
Oh
Put
my
the 9
god.
and the 6.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We were so close. We were just dancing around it. gosh.
Hmm.
All right.
If you just play with it long enough, it'll be right.
I love how
eventually.
that's the solution. It's like, you just gotta figure it out. We don't know what to tell you. Ah, genius. Now that you've done it for me, it all makes sense. I wish I had someone like you in the kitchen. I meant to mention this earlier. I heard a rumor that the kidnapper lives in that tower. You know, I've never heard anyone say anything good about the tower. Make sure you keep clear of it, okay?
Yeah, it looks sketchy.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Okay. I imagined it. Never mind. So talk to the town hall official. Do we know where town hall is? I guess it'll be labeled. If we missed anything. Hello, sir. I haven't talked to you in a long time. What's that you say? The gate to the park is locked shut? No, no, no. That's impossible. We've employed a caretaker who should have everything up and running. Be that as it may, the gate is locked shut and we can't gain entrance to the place. Would you please open it for us? That sort of thing is the job of the park cart care. Bleh. Oh my god.
That puzzle screwed you
The
up.
park. I keep wanting to say caretaker. I strongly advise you to go find it. This is why we cut these streams at like 2 hours, because it scrambles my freaking brain. Well, where do you think we might find this caretaker?
I have a feeling too that this game is really long, and it was one of those like chug through it kind of games.
Yeah. Now that's a good question, isn't it? Managing the park is the caretaker's duty, but who knows who manages the caretaker? I can't say. It's not one of my duties.
You don't have keys, sir.
What a bureaucracy. He manages the town sewer systems as well. Well, that's suspicious. Now, unless you have some form you need to fill out, I strongly advise you to beat it. Gosh, he's rude. The sewers, unpleasant as it might be, is the one place we haven't searched yet. Perhaps we will find a clue to our mystery down there. I've only seen one manhole in town. I just tried to click on it a few minutes ago. All right, the one on the path to the park. Well, it's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. Off we go.
The one place we haven't checked?
Right? I feel like there's probably a lot of those. No puzzles. Look at us.
There were so many in like the first 2 chapters.
Yeah, we missed a lot. Do not be alarmed by my piercing gaze. This is for research purposes only. Okay. Oh. Hello?
Sir! Open the gate.
Excuse me.
Oh my
Are
god.
you
He
by...
looks like, oh my god.
He's like the brother of the other guy.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking, you know that part in Monsters, Inc. where they get their lips sucked?
Oh my god. Yes. That's exactly what he looks like. Oh no. That is what he looks like. Excuse me, are you by any chance the park caretaker?
Look at it when he goes.
My god. No. I'm an explorer of El Mundo. Right now I am trying to familiarize myself with the local culture.
You're in the sewer.
Oh, well, please pardon my mistake then. Have a pleasant day, sir. Oh, wait for one momento, s'il vous plaît. Okay, he's merging a lot of languages here. I just saw a man in work clothes pass here. Could he be the caretaker you seek? He could be. Which way did he go? Probably to the right. Pero maybe it was the left. This is how I speak Spanish. Pero maybe it was the left. Are you feeling all right? You seem a bit directionally challenged for being an explorer. I just arrived here after years of world travel. Je ne sais pas the local geography here. That's all. I see. In that case, please forgive me for making another assumption. Now, please excuse us, as we need to get going. Wait, which way to the Villaggio? Donde está the train station? Donde está the train station? Donde está la biblioteca? Hello?
Oh.
Why are you all down here? Well, you don't look surprised. I bet you didn't expect to see me in a place like this. I didn't expect to see anyone, so...
No.
Sure. The river that encircles most of St. Mystere is right past this pipe. But don't you be getting any ideas. You can't cross it.
Right, because we're trapped in this town. I forgot.
Give up on those ridiculous notions of returning to the rest of the world and settle down here. What is
This is a cult.
What is this?
A cult.
What is this? I suppose it's a tough transition to make. Here's a puzzle to help you get situated. They are purposefully keeping us here. What is that all about? In preparation for your big move, you've packed your belongings into 20 boxes and arranged them as shown below. With everything packed, you are now ready to label each box with its contents. In order to do so, though, you'll
Why
need
wouldn't you do that as you go along? Yeah,
it's too late for that.
You don't know what's in them anymore.
Nope, they're taped shut. This was a rookie mistake. In order to do so, though, you'll need to move a few boxes around. How many of the boxes can't be labeled without rearranging the stacks? How many boxes can't be labeled without rearranging the stacks? So,
like the very interior ones that can't be accessed.
I guess, or is it assuming
2, 3, 4? 4.
Or is it assuming that you need to have access to the box to know what's in it? Or is it saying you can't write on the side of the box?
I think it's just saying you can't write on the side of the box.
Where's the fourth one?
So there... Oh, good point. There's only 3. You're totally right.
It's just like these 3, but in this...
In there.
Those 3. Because yeah, the back sides of these 2 you'll be able to get all the way down. Oh, there's 20. Let's make sure there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, yeah. I was making sure there wasn't like a hidden box somewhere, you know.
Right.
So I think it's just 3.
I agree.
Luke, here's my answer.
Dude, the bugs are out at work. I just found a random bug bite on myself.
Oh, man. The mosquitoes specifically?
There's all sorts of things.
Right, like I was like, do you know what bit you?
No, I don't. Mosquito bites usually go away pretty fast for me. They like flare up really bad, but then they go away. But like other bug bites just stay for days.
Yeah, mosquitoes, yeah, they're usually not too bad as long as you don't scratch them.
Right.
Well done. I like the way you get fired up over puzzles. You're my kind of guy. So hurry up and get settled already. St. Mystere is happy to have you. It's a puzzle cult. That's what this is.
Yeah.
They're just trying to keep us here.
Guy creepy as
Ho there. Now what can I do you fellows for? You're the park caretaker, are you not? Would you mind opening up the gate to the park for us? Well, how could I refuse to, curious lads such as yourselves? Well, I'd like to open it up for you, but I've got to finish this repair job here before I do anything. Okay, that's a legitimate reason to be down here. Is there anything we can do to help then?
Instead of being creepy, being like, you should settle down here.
Yeah, like the other guy, which is no thank you. Funny you should mention that. If I could just figure out the area on this map, I'd be done in a jiff. You any good with things like that? I can't commit before I look at it. Oh god, okay. Sylvain brought you this diagram to see if you can help him with it. Several circles and squares are pictured in the diagram below. How many times larger is the area of the blue square when compared to that of the red square? I mean,
easy.
It just looks... It looks like it's about like 4 times as large. Unless I'm like dumb. What am I missing?
Think this circle, it's like 1 times a circle and then it's 2 times on the next circle. So then it would be 4.
Yeah, and even if you just like, if you hold your fingers up to the screen and like move them, it looks like the blue square is like 4 of the red squares. Why are the circles there? Several circles and squares are pictured in the diagram below. How many times larger is the area of the blue square when compared to that of the red square?
I think it's to give you a basis on... I don't know. I think you're right.
I think it's just 4.
I think that the trick answer is 3, because that's what I immediately thought. So
that should do it.
Yeah.
Critical thinking is the key to
Good job, Hannah.
We rotate the middle square 45 degrees as shown in the picture above. The answer becomes apparent. What? What is rotating it? I don't know. It just visually, I feel like I could just look at it and be like, that's about 4 times the size. Fine work, the both of you. As soon as I take care of this busted main, I'll open that gate for you. Okay. There, that ought to take care of this mess. Oh. Okay, I thought we were going to have to like find something else to do. Now let's open the park.
Why isn't the park just like always open, bro?
I don't
like if you close it at sunset, you should open it at sunrise.
Just hold on 1 second.
Oh. Birdie.
There we are. The park is yours to explore now. Professor, we're in. Thank you. You've been of great help, caretaker. I hardly need thanking, sir. After all, this is my job. Way back when, I used to keep it open every day, but these villagers, they don't care a whit for me park. I'm glad you fellows stopped by. It's the first time in a while I've had to do me job. Okay.
Okay.
I guess let's go in. Oh. This park is really kind of sad, isn't it? It's all rusty and abandoned. It's just as Sylvain said, it seems that no one set foot in this park for a dreadfully long time. Now, on to business. Let's give the grounds around the Ferris wheel a once-over. I expect we'll find something of interest there. Map of the park. Oh my. What is it, Professor? Look at this poster. The picture appears to be the same one as on the ticket we picked up. It looks like it's been posted here for ages. It's so faded you can't even read the letters. Oh. Hey, isn't that... Yes, I thought so. That's the little Flora there in the middle of the picture, isn't it?
Black eyes.
Yeah, she looks like a doll.
Yeah.
She looks exactly as she does in the portrait we saw of her in Reinhold Manor. It would seem that Baron Reinhold built this amusement park for the sole enjoyment of his daughter. Strange. I wonder why it wasn't more popular with the village folk once it was open to the public. Well, I don't suppose speculation will help us very much. Let's keep moving. Right you are, Professor. Okay. All right. We'll go right.
Oh my god.
It spooks you every time. Look at this, Professor.
What?
It was laying on the ground.
I thought no one was going to be in here, and it's the same guy. He's so creepy.
He just keeps popping up. It appears to be a scrap of notepaper. Would you read it aloud? All right, let's see. The older she gets, the more young Miss is catching on to this village's secret. Ooh. She seems lonely, which is probably why the boss asked me to build an amusement park for her. Yep, it certainly looks like I've got my work cut out for me. The young Miss mentioned here must be Flora. The whole park was built just for her. But I don't understand this other line. What's all this business about a secret in the village? I just wasn't ready to handle the boss's death. Poor young Miss. She's all alone in the world now, but no matter what happens, I have to keep going and take care of her in the boss's place. The page ends there. Baron Reithold sounds like he truly loved his daughter more than anything. Fate can be so cruel. Oh, you lads again, eh? How do you like me park? Lovely, isn't it? The sun's shining bright today and I'm in fine spirits. Why not celebrate this weather with a puzzle? Let me tell you one of my favorites. All right. A tennis ball has rolled its way down into a hole. This particular hole is extremely deep and has a sharp bend in the middle, making the ball impossible to retrieve by hand. To make matters worse, the ground around the hole is made of hard clay, so digging the ball out isn't an option.
However, there's a hole there then.
It's water, right? However, you have something incredibly commonplace on hand that you can use to get the ball out. What do you use to get the ball out? 5 letters.
Gotta be water. It's totally water.
This feels like a Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Man, there was that level difficulty puzzle, like riddle. I was reading a book, and at the end of the book, there's a climax, and the main character has to solve a riddle, and it was like that same level of difficulty, whereas like as soon as I read it, I was like, oh, it's this, and she can't solve it, and she has to keep, and her like literal life and everyone else's lives depend on it, and it was so frustrating for her to like it was A Court of Thorns and Roses. I got so frustrated at the end. I was like reading it, every time she would be like thinking about the answer to this riddle, I would be like, it's this, come on. And then she finally gets to the point, like on the brink of death, she figures it out, and I'm just like, ma'am, I don't know why it was so frustrating to me. I was just
I mean, if you know it and you got it really easy, then
the stakes felt so low when that riddle was so easy. You're quite the solver, aren't you? Ah, yes, getting back to me park. It hasn't been properly maintained, and parts are just rotting away.
It's your fault.
If something looks old and broken, do the smart thing, lads, and stay away from it. That feels like a Layton thing. Okay. What is this? Look, Professor, there's a hidden puzzle. Nine squares are carved into a piece of wood. Arrange 9 unique numbers between 1 and 51. Okay, my brain's already like, huh? Okay. Arrange 9 unique numbers between 1
they just have to be different.
And 51, so that any 3 numbers have the same sum when added vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. While several combinations are possible, your task is to find the number that occupies the center square when you arrange the numbers to yield the highest possible total. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right.
I don't know if I have it in me.
I don't. Yeah, we'll see. This might be one that I like work on off stream.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I understand it though. So 9 unique numbers between 1 and 51. So they just have to be different numbers.
Need to be different, yeah.
Any 3 numbers have the same sum when they're added vertically, horizontally. So, okay, so they have to have the same sum if I add them this way, or this way, or this way. Like across any line or column or diagonal. Same sum. While several combinations are possible, your task is to find the number that occupies the center square. When you arrange the numbers to... Okay, yeah. I'm going to take a picture of this and work on this off stream because this is just not really fun to watch. That's definitely like a paper puzzle.
I think about it for...
Right. Talk about tough. Yes, indeed. Okay. Look, Professor, there's a strange little shed here. Interesting. It seems this shed routes water to the sewer pipes. I feel this warrants a closer look. Doesn't appear that the door will open. Let's move on and explore the rest of the park. Okay. We're still gonna click around. This must be the Ferris wheel we were looking for. Luke, why don't you look around and see if anything seems odd about it? Oh, Roran just... she's in chat. Roy unplugged her computer and it immediately died, so she will be back shortly. Sure thing, Professor. Did you find anything out of the ordinary, Luke? No, not a thing. Maybe there's no secret hidden in this Ferris wheel after all. That remains to be seen. Let's look around a bit more, shall we? Ticket stand once, but it's unmanned now. Okay. Though I can't put my finger on it, there's something quite odd about this Ferris wheel. It makes me wonder if we might have overlooked something important around the park. That reminds me, Luke. Have you heard the wonderful puzzle about the Ferris wheel? Why, no, I have not. Do enlighten me. There are 10 two-seater cars attached to the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel turns so that one car rotates through the exit platform every minute. Okay. The wheel began operation at 10 in the morning and shut down 30 minutes later. Okay. What's the maximum number of people that could have taken a ride on the wheel in that time period? Okay. There's 10 cars. Ferris wheel turns so that one car rotates through the exit platform every minute. So every minute, 2 new people can get on the Ferris wheel. So that's 15 minutes. Or so that's 60 people. Right? Ferris wheel turns so that one car rotates through the exit platform every minute. The wheel began operations at 10. So at 10, 2 people went in. So then it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So fully loaded, it has 20 people. And it did 30 rotations? No. It did oh my god, my brain. Every minute each car hits the thing. So every 10 minutes, it does a full rotation. So it did 3 full rotations. So 60 people is what I'm getting. What a small one? Okay. Apologies. Yeah, I'm gonna guess 60. Without like really diving into the math of it. If it's wrong, we'll dive deeper. Okay.
I've let you down, Professor.
All right. So it starts out empty. 10 two-seater cars attached to the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel turns so that one car rotates through the exit platform every minute. So every minute, we're adding 2 people onto the wheel, right? So then that's...
Starting with 2 people.
Huh?
Starting with 2 people?
Well, yeah,
so would it be 62?
Are you saying do you start with 2 people, or do you... It's just...
No, it would move and then put 2 people on. You would put 2 people on and then move it for the first time.
That's true. Okay, let's try 62.
Well, here's my guess. Oh, I was
Well.
I had it.
So, okay. It starts empty. You put 2 people on. So then we've got those 2 people. Then we've got 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So in one rotation, it's 22.
How does this sound?
Okay, I don't...
Oh, sure I had it.
Okay. The wheel began operation at 10 in the morning and shut down 30 minutes later. So it only ran for 30 minutes. And every minute, right? One car rotates through the exit platform every minute. So every minute for 30 minutes, 2 new people are getting on the ride. Yeah? But for the first 10 minutes, most of the cars are empty.
Oh, they're empty. That's it. That's where we're wrong.
Right? So you would have 2 and then 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36,
Because people are
38,
getting off
40,
as people get off.
42, 44, 46, 48. I think I lost count. Yeah, because people are getting off every time, right?
Right. Yeah.
I got 62 again, though. So
My brain is about done.
Yeah, I think this will be our last puzzle. But
Okay.
I'm writing it out because I know it's more work, but that's how my brain works. So welcome to being with Hannah's brain. All right, so for the first, at minute 0, like, we have 2 people on, right? And then at minute 1, we add 2 more. So then there's 4. At minute 2, we add 2, so that's 6, 8.
Do you think it's because people have to stop getting on eventually so that they're not stranded on the Ferris wheel? So, like, eventually
And
people are just getting off.
Oh, I bet that contributes to it. Okay, so you would put 2 people on, and you'd have 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22.
You could go around one more time.
Okay, so that's 44.
And then people would have to start getting off. And nobody
gets on, so it's just 44.
It's either 44 or 42.
I think I've got it.
Let me think.
Is it 42 then? Because it's just that extra 2 people from the very beginning.
Right.
Well, here's my guess.
Hey!
Okay,
We
cool.
did it! Okay. I'm glad you had that epiphany because
Yeah.
I would have worked it out all on paper and gotten the same answer and been like, I don't understand. We should take another quick look around the area to make sure we didn't have missed an important clue. Okay. Well, let's check our little suitcase here. We're slowly collecting these. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. And we were getting there with the gizmos, but we don't have any left. We didn't get any new ones today.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Oh, we have not been doing that.
No, we have not been doing this. You can check how they feel about the rooms by tapping their icons on the touchscreen. Each time you obtain a new item, you'll be asked which room to put it in. You can always go back and change the layout of items. I feel like that's the sort of thing that we do all at once. Otherwise, you're having to solve the same puzzle like over and over again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, let's see. Ba-da-da-da. Okay. Well, right at the 2-hour mark, right on time, we are going to call it there. I don't know what it is about these games.
Oh, it's a lot.
Going into this, though, I'm always like, oh, like, I'm ready for some puzzles, and, like, I'm really in a puzzling mood, and I'm going to be all about it and, like, not tire out, and then my brain just tires out so fast.
In 2 hours.
I know, but I'm such a puzzle, like, fiend that
Yeah.
sometimes I'll do a single Sudoku puzzle for 2+ hours. So I don't know. This one exercises my brain in different ways. So, but yep, Kendall's off making us some dinner, so we are gonna call it a night there. But thanks everybody for hanging out, and we will see you guys next time. Hopefully this Tuesday we will be able to stream. We apologize we missed one. Both of our lives have been particularly crazy lately.
Yeah.
Like hopefully
like crazy.
won't be this crazy for a long time ever again. So it's not just like, oh, we're real busy. Like, no, things are happening, and yeah. So
yeah.
We'll be better moving forward, we promise. But thanks for hanging out with us and sticking by us, and we will see you next time.
Bye.